recorded live.
Hello, everyone. It's Scott Brand, chairman of the only rarest organization in the U.S. right now. And as everyone can probably see, my voice has got a little worse. It's just part of the healing process. And if you don't know why my voice is like this, I suggest if you listen to the previous episode, which explains it in depth. And really, just in this episode, I told you I'd make it a little longer. I kept that promise, but I didn't keep the writing a script promise. I forgot. My bad. It's been really busy here in Iran, but anyways, we're gonna go over some updates in the party. We're gonna go over a couple things I forgot to mention last episode, and then we're gonna talk about our main topic for a little while, and then I'll maybe wander off for a little while if we have some extra time. So anyways, first off, leaflets. The new leaflets won't be coming out soon. Trust me, I've been working on them. They will most likely be coming out this weekend, alright? I'm guessing around Sunday is probably when they'll be out. Just have to do some finishing, polishing touches to them, using, of course, our favorite photo editing application, Microsoft Paint. Best way to create propaganda. And that's really all for updates. Of course, RAR's bulletin will be on time next month. And the Cult of WinRAR group is working quite well. So this leads us to the things I forgot to talk about last episode that I'm just going to go over really quickly. First off, why do we use Steam as our way to get a message across? Like, why don't we actually fund our own website and all that? Well, here's the answer to that rather obvious question, or the obvious answer. And that is, if we're against the system, then why should we be funding it? Because you have to pay for a website, and I'm not going to pay for one. I'm against the system. People think that we're for capitalism for some weird reason, that we just want to throw in some of our WinRAR beliefs into the system. But what they don't realize is that we're against it. We're against it all because, that's what RARism is. It's against capitalism. It's against socialism. It's against fascism. It's against National Socialism. It's against communism, against Marxism, against Zionism, everything. It's against everything because it's not RARism. That's why. We hate everything the same, besides RARism. So now that brings up, well, RARism, I hate it. Well, not necessarily. We don't absolutely believe in, what's the right word? Abolishing of all these. Well, but we plan to incorporate things that will make people think differently about this. Then, if that doesn't work, then we'll abolish it. But the problem with all these systems, all of them have their big differences here and there, is that they're not RARist. None of them have any RARist ideologies in them. And please, I encourage you to visit our Steam page to learn more. If only there's a way to insert a link. Maybe I'll edit the description of this episode, put in a link to our group page, which kind of serves as our official website. And I thank you, Steam, for allowing groups to be free, so we don't have to pay for a website, so we don't have to fund this filthy system. Anyways, any things that I forgot to mention? I have to think back to 5 days ago what I was talking about. Oh, that's right. Where is everyone else, and what does everyone else do in the party? I say I have some people that couldn't make it, and I know they wouldn't be able to make it this episode, too. Well, these people have very busy lives outside of RARism. but they are dedicated, and they are knowingful of our cause. I'm not going to name their names because I want them to be able to live in peace. Because I'm the one who's carrying the torch. These people are helping me keep the torch lit. They're blocking the wind from the torch, and I'm carrying that torch forward. So these people are very important in our goals, but I am the one that must move it forward. And I've dedicated my life to it, and they have put dedication forth too. But I don't expect them to put more dedication forth. So anyways, what I'm saying is that this show is mainly an educational show where I just come on and talk. And people may listen, or I guess they can call in if they want. Definitely our supporters and followers, you may call in. But my second hands are not going to probably be on these shows. Maybe we can get one of them on sometime so we can have a little conversation. But anyways, just to point out the fact, these people are called priests because they are the second hand to the messenger, which is me. And it's kind of our ranking system. We have, the messenger to the priest, and then to the middle, or the third hand, and then you have the peasants. The third hand is a functioning society. The priest already told you, and the messenger already told you. The peasants are the people who basically, the impoverished and the crazy and the mentally ill, etc. These are the people we try and give special hands to and care. But we call them the peasants because, well, you're not stupid, right? You know that they're second-class people. So anyways, that's all the things you mentioned right there. Let me check how much time we have left really quick. All right, we have a lot of time left, so I will go make sure I describe my opinion and take extra time on today's topic. So, if you didn't know by the episode title, today's topic is democracy. I mentioned it last episode that I'd talk about this all today as a main topic because it's so expansive and such a big thing to cover. Now, the problems I talked about last episode leech off of this democracy. Now, democracy is kind of like freedom in a way. It's a delusion, really. You basically, you go to your little voting place and you vote for president, and you wake up tomorrow morning and you find out that Kanye West is in office, and then you cry. That's, some people, okay, fine. I will have to agree with some other movements out there, such as the National Socialists and the Fascists. Those people say that they want the best person in office or the best leader. I kind of have to agree with them in some way, even though then they're like, well, it doesn't have to be dictatorship and all that. And it goes on and on about what kind of thing they're talking about. Those people play by their own rule books, but I'm not saying we have to have a dictatorship here either, but what we're going for is not entirely a dictatorship. It's basically a high rule on top. You have the priest on the bottom, the whole ranking system. It's a hierarchy, but it's not like a ridiculous one. Basically, democracy just doesn't work. It's simple. It's caused so many problems, like us not having a RAR society. Now, as you can see right now, RARism totally lays on the fact that we have unification, as I talked about last episode. And yeah, so if you have a country that's divided amongst itself, that's not unified. Why are we called the United States? Why not the divided states? A better name. We aren't united as a country. You have, again, just when I was talking about last episode 5 days ago, you have the people on the left, and then you have the people on the right, in quotation marks. And if you look at the title of the last episode, I had put idiots because I couldn't fit in right left wingers. But if you understand what I'm saying, that is what I mean. So anyways, fact of the matter is that democracy just simply doesn't work. That's how it is. I mean, I got through that way quicker than I wanted to. You know what? I better grab some coffee. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You know, I really hate to be leaving to grab coffee for like 2 minutes of the freaking episode. I know it's really annoying having to look through the minutes of silence and find where I was talking, but the doctors, they say my voice will heal fast if I drink liquids, so, it's easy to cook coffee, or, not cook, to make coffee here in Iran since it's so warm. So, I was like, I'll grab some coffee, and, my voice isn't feeling too good, so I'll grab some coffee. So, whatever. So anyways, I went through democracy really quick, so I'm just going to sum up what I was trying to say. Basically, it doesn't work. The people are too retarded to pick someone, and you have all these phony left and right wingers, the division across the country and everything. All this nonsense. But, anyways, I guess it's democracy, really. I can't really think of anything else to say about that, honestly. I thought that'd take a while to describe that. So, I guess I'll talk about something else for a little while. We'll talk about the running candidates a little bit, because every single non-mainstream political movement has to give its opinion on the people running for office. So, I guess we can say Donald Trump, let's talk about this guy. I don't know how he got these special magical powers he has, but this guy literally has a special power to get unlimited attention from the media. Man, if only we can get that kind of attention. That's the whole point of, us showing so much WinRAR pictures and all that to get attention. We didn't already know. But God, this guy gets a lot of attention, alright? That's the only thing that we actually look up to him about. The immigration policy, it kind of works, and it makes a little bit of sense. But if you look at it, it's just garbage, alright? He doesn't care about the unification of the earth. We're not a bunch of liberals trying to get everyone to race mix and all that and think that all whites are racist. We're just saying that he's basically destroying relations across the globe and this whatever how many seas there are on this planet, and just making things harder for everyone in our movement. That's why I dislike him by his policies. I understand there's problems with the immigration and terrorism and all that, but the way he wants to deal with it just destroys our country's relations. Ted Cruz, we all know who he is. Stereotypical Republican Christian candidate. We don't need to talk about him. Marco Rubio, same. Jeb Bush, neocon, phony poser, everyone knows who he is. Ben Kasich, next. How let's go to the Democrats. Republicans getting really boring here. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is doing the opposite of what our party or organization hopes to do. And that's to unite the people under the strong, all right? We're not talking about what? We're talking about National Socialism that unites people under race. We want to unite the people under the rich, all right? Their idea kind of works, except again, this takes a lot more thought, because their idea, basically to unite the people to their own race, doesn't work because they're not uniting all the people in the world. They're just uniting the people under their nation, or uniting their people under their race and their nation. That's why we're not National Socialists, even though there's so many other things that they say that we disagree with. So, for instance, they're against freaking private-owned banks. Who's against private-owned banks? So wait, a lot of people are, but anyways, no time to talk about that. The problem is that he believes that the rich are getting too much. The reason why this doesn't work is because basically it lowers the rich's power, and the power we need to unite. So we are against them, his economic policy, his race policy. Well, I was too lazy to look up that, sorry, because, again, really busy. I'll tell you about what I've been doing once we get a little extra time here. What else? Healthcare policy. This is not that bad of an idea. We want a more healthy nation, but, he hasn't found a good way to make that. So, basically, just another STEM socialist. Nothing really much more to say about that guy. Hillary Clinton, I could really give it care less. If I had to choose one person who we agree with the most, even though they're nowhere similar to our policies, I'm going to say Hillary Clinton, really, because she believes that in what we need. Aside from the fact that she's one of those liberals who believes most likely believes that all whites are racist and all that, she's a total cuck. But we don't care about that, really. What we care about, though, is that she is making an effort to unify people. she has people like speak, what's that language called? I don't even remember now. But, basically carrying on Obama legacy. We didn't really like that guy, but at least he did some things right. As in trying to unite people, he did it in a way, but it was still a wrong way to do it. So I guess I'm not going to be voting, obviously, just like every other non-mainstream political movement out there. But really, if I had to say the person who I agreed with the most, it has to be Hillary Clinton. Again, it's not like I'm cheering for her or wearing a shirt with the H on it with the arrow on it. But, hey, no one out there is really good. And another problem with democracy, again, with our system of capitalism and democracy we've just gotten here, it's just been moving us backwards. So anyways, probably sums up our episode. Maybe I'll go off a little less serious than I have been going. How about we just talk a little bit more about some things I talked about 5 days ago, since I want to make this episode a little longer. I owe you guys a few more minutes of extra time since I had to take another coffee break. How about we talk more about that left-winger? Left and right-wingers. I love talking about those people because it's so funny to see their butts get red after you say some things to discourage their movement or whatever. Ooh, man. Well, you know what? Only the right-wingers' butts turn red. The left-wingers' knives turn red from blood, but can't stand me. Anyways. Man, that joke's already getting old. What? God, where do we even start? Alright, so you have the right-wingers here. They don't believe as much of democracy as the left-wingers do, besides the libertarians. I'm like, limited government, everybody. Use some limited government with that. And, they go around basically saying taxes theft and all that. Now we're getting robbed every day. Taxation, it's not my favorite way to go throughout things, but hey, it's necessary. So, yeah, you gotta have to do it. Doesn't matter what people want, I guess, in today's society. Government can't make money by freaking selling crap. Oh well, sells healthcare maybe. Anyways, though, you have the posers in each movement that even these other people think are posers, even though I think all of them are just posers, but there's bigger posers than those other posers. You have the ones who are like, go for right-wingers, for example. Well, you know what? White privilege doesn't exist because of, Dan, let me just make a little disclaimer. I don't think white privilege exists, alright? But God, I hate those freaking left-wingers. But hang on, it's getting good. Let me just keep going with my example. White privilege is, so, crap, what the filter is that noise on my phone? Hang on a sec. I honestly don't know what that was. Oh, crap, I feel retarded now. Hold on, let me figure it out. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. That was embarrassing. I have no clue what that noise was, but the cellular here in Iran's terrible anyways. I'm surprised we've been able to do this show. Alright. So I think I'm going to sum up the call because this is just dragging on too long. I'll come with the story. So, back to white privilege argument. Basically, the right winger makes a statement, the left winger goes up, and, basically sometimes they do the opposite of each other. The left winger will make a statement, and then the right winger will bait him out. But anyways, let me tell you what I'm doing. So, the left winger basically retweets his tweet and puts a little bait hook line to get his other friends involved. And Twitter, and I'm talking about Twitter right here because I've had experience in this platform and know how the little tweaks and all that crap work. So anyways, these other friends, like one or two of them arrive. And then they bring one good little argument. And then the right winger is like, I'll better counter this really quick. So basically the left winger says, well, yeah, I wouldn't know if you'd say that, well, do you know that, oh crap, what was the name? You just got shot earlier again. Is that even white privilege? Is that even white privilege? I don't know. But anyways, Alton Schurling, I think that was his name. That's evidence of white privilege, you ignorant fool. So anyways, the right winger goes, basically heads to the FBI website, brings up a statistic. I told you my voice is getting worse. And says, well, did you know that blacks commit 7% crimes in America? And then, this argument's all fine and shine. And then the left winger comes up and just totally drops the bomb on it and says this. Well, you're a racist. Right winger basically just has his face on it. I can't do a face because I'm not like FaceTime or anything right now. So I'm just going to put a little picture in your head how this looks. So let's just take a random figure in history. Let's just say someone who everyone knows what it looks like. Let's just say Joseph Stalin really quick. Take this guy, take one of his portraits, how he has that weird smile on his face, and turn his mouth upside down. And then remove the mustache for whatever reason. That's what the right winger looks like. And then he basically, he goes back onto the FBI website, gives the same link to the same graph. And then he goes around, can't you read, you dumb left-winger scum? And then the left-winger's like, well, can't you be less ignorant, you right-winger scum? So then they get into this big, real big argument. And then just like how I told you last night, except a little different, and it's a little differently. The right winger basically goes on to say this. I know I'm clearing my throat again. That's my voice. Well, you know what? The truth stands by itself. And then he leaves. The end. Okay, that's it. All right. All right, I will admit it does stand itself, but the point of the matter is, a right winger, this is the whole summarized lesson of the day. Just remember this, even though I told you all that crap about democracy and candidates. Remember this if you don't remember anything else. You can't convince someone else to believe what you're saying by forcing them to. You must ease it on them by giving them some leverage from their back. Basically what I'm saying, don't try to force people to believe your opinion. You can do certain things to ban their opinion for, let's say, but you can't legitimately change someone's opinion by sitting there and saying, hey, believe my opinion. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great night. I'm planning to shelve the next show for a month or two ahead because I'm busy. I'm going to be even more busy. I have to go to America to grab some more coffee. I have to go to the doctor's. and I have to pay my internet bill, and I have a crap load of party stuff to do. So I hope everyone has a great night, and remember, RAR or death. Make sure you tweet that hashtag Instagram, Facebook, and everyone have a great night. This is the 3PRP out.